Welcome to FlotasNet. In this video we are going to talk about the routes module that refers to the tracking of vehicles on routes and the control of stops. First of all, it is important to differentiate between two types of routes, basic and manual. Basic and manual. Basic routes have a limit of 25 waypoints, including origin and end points, and the route between the points is determined by Google's calculation algorithm. Manual routes have an unlimited number of points and stops, and the route between the points is defined by the user himself. To create a basic route, there are two options. The first is to go to Modules, Routes, Create a Route. And the second option is directly from the map. In the central left part of the screen, it appears a tab and opens a direct option to create a route. A route is a series of points and the route between them, so the first thing we need are the points. To do this, we click on the right button on the map. We click on the flag and it directly adds the point to the route. Another way to add points is by writing in search and choose the first of the flags to add the point to the route. Another way to add a point to the route is by clicking on the left button on the vehicle and clicking on the flag icon. We can also add to the route the geographical points that we have saved at Add Point, as long as we don't exceed the limit of 25 points that the basic routes have. Once the points have been selected, we can delete them or change the order of them at our convenience. We can select the option to avoid toll motorways, and we can choose the trip method, on foot, by car, etc. If we click on Optimize Points, it rearranges the points according to the best way to pass through them. Top range and bottom range indicate the time in minutes that the start and end of the route can be moved forward or backward. Next, click on Calculate and the route will appear. We name the route. If it appears in orange, it means that a route with that name already exists, so we should modify it. If it appears in green color, it means that there isn't route with that name and we can save it. To create a manual route, go to Modules, Routes, Manual Routes. The user adds points through which the vehicle has to pass, indicating which of these are stops or not. Those that are not stops are route set points. To include a point, we would do the same as with the basic routes. Click right on the map, then click on the flag, and the point will be added to the route. In addition, we can convert the stop point to a route point by clicking on it. R indicates if the point is a route point, P if it is a stop, and number indicates the order of the points. The circles indicate the detection radius of the stop. Once we have a rough route, we can click on the route line generating middle points that we will adjust to the real route. As in the basic routes, with the arrows we can reorder the points or stops, up, down arrow, or delete them, bin button, and save the route. If we go to Modules, Routes, Routes Management, this screen allows us to manage the routes we have created, see the basic information, edit them, establish the time to stop, delete them or assign them to a vehicle. There is a filter in the top menu that allows us to filter by the name quickly. When selecting one of the routes, the basic route will be shown on the map if you have it enabled, and at the bottom a list of stops with the name and the passing time. If we select one of the stops on the list and click on Edit, we can edit the passing time, which is the number of minutes that must pass from the start of the route for the vehicle to pass through this point. When you click on Assign Route, a window appears where you must enter the vehicle to which you will assign the route, the estimated start time, the lower margin, or how many minutes before the starting time you will have to start detecting the start of the route, and the upper margin, or how many minutes after the end time of the route you will for the end of the route if it has not occurred. If we check Notify Driver, it will send a notification to the display and we will press Save. If we go to Modules, Routes, Route Dashboard, on this screen we can see the status of past, future and in-progress route assignments. We have more filtering options than in previous screens. We can filter by vehicle, route, status and period, and also we have the quick filtering tool. By selecting an assignment, we will be able to see on the map the video of the vehicle during the period of the route, the selected route and the details of the route, with the planned real passage times, the difference between them, and the events that have happened. Only if it is pending we can edit the option by clicking on the Edit option, cancel it or delete it. From the Activity Control screen in Modules Routes, we can see at a glance the status of the route assignments of the last 24 hours. At the top we have Time Range Search to quickly filter the displayed route assignments. In addition, the usual date filter is available to display the personalized range. In the main diagram we can see the time blocks of each assignment. Completed are in dark green, completed with a delay are in orange, not started are in red, and in progress are in bright green. If we click on one of the assignments, we can see on details in real time. From the route status screen, we can see the status of the routes, viewing at any moment the position of the vehicles assigned to this in real time, the time of passage per stop and their status, and how each vehicle is doing in terms of time, overtaken, delay, OK. There are 3 quick filters available on the route status screen: filter by vehicle, route, and vehicle status. A color code quickly indicates the status of the vehicle. Red out of the route, orange indicates delay or haven't started the route. Yellow indicates that the predicted time is correct but estimated time of arrival preview a delay. Blue indicates that the vehicle goes ahead of schedule. Green, the vehicle goes on time.
FlotasNet. Juntos, mejor.